Okay. Where were we? Conspiracy theory. Okay. The sorcerer was well aware the Witcher was interested in the cursed place on the battlefield and pointed him to a clue. So it was that several soldiers hatched a plot, apparently connected to the curse. Score coin until we go to the brothel. I'm reading this one out of character because I've already read it in character. I just want to know what to do. Alright. So we're still trying to figure out what the deal is with the conspiracy. Hey, Sambor.
Now we make camp.
Better to ask the way than to go astray.
Indeed.
Easy
I think we already
come,
played
easy
dice
go.
with this guy. Alright. We're still looking for things. Alright, let's see if we can find something that gives us some indication on the map. Search the site of Sabrina Glezevig's execution, which is out here. Okay. That's something to go on. Ah. Right.
Oi! What you doing here?
Wait, that's loud. I need to inspect the place.
Get out of the way. I need to inspect this area.
Be careful! They say stepping in the ashes brings bad luck.
Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
Oh, I'll help you.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's
All right,
bad
but
luck to
first-
tread on the ashes.
I'm splitting the cork. Hang on, here it comes. There it is. Tonight I'm having a Zinfandel. This is a brand new bottle, so it should be quite delicious. This is a company called Rentwood. Never tried them. It's a 2019 wine, so let's see. That's pretty damn good. Holy cow, that's actually really good. Yeah. That's dangerously good, actually. Alright, what are we doing? Bad luck to step on the ashes, so let's not step on the ashes. Can I read this? There's a pamphlet here. Can I read it? Yeah, let's see. It's Z to activate the Witcher's power. Don't step on the ashes.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
Okay.
Nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting.
Nothing.
Dead crow. Nothing again. Okay.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
It's the same thing we just said. Who cares enough to
bring all these things here?
Do we have anything unique here?
strange aura.
Just gonna squat right on top of it, huh? Nothing here. So it's bad luck to step on the ashes. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to step on the ashes.
Strange
Explore the
aura.
circle.
Let's take a closer look.
Ah, here we go. Listen.
An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise.
Zoltan's boots do be stinky. Take the square
Square
coin.
coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere.
Yeah, cats
One
don't
even
care.
napped on the pedestal.
Cats don't give a damn.
Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections. And they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched.
Fresh marks.
Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to know what happened here.
Whoops.
Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
Okay, but we just got a letter. Or a note. Letter of supplication to Saint Sabrina. Saint Sabrina, I humbly beg you to hear my supplication. Grant me, O fair lady, your blessings and protection. Deign to save me from the snares of my enemies, and from all dangers. So they're worshipping her like a god, or some kind of a figure. I don't have any more weapons. I really want a better sword. Could win any soldier.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you light those candles?
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
This is dangerous ground.
From what I've seen, it's not safe here.
The beasts are too scared to come near the circle.
Maybe, but you gotta leave the circle to return to camp.
Help us get back!
If you all know this area is infested with monsters, why the hell did you come here?
On a kind of pilgrimage to visit the circle.
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the
My
visionary?
audio is
You don't have
lagging.
to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
Alright, I need to figure out why my audio's peeking out. Oh, I have to get through the dialogue first.
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know.
Beats me why we've been
Alright,
hellholes for generations.
let me figure this out.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat on our arses.
You'll
There
be
we go.
whistling a different tune when the mist lifts and we attack Bergen.
The visionary's a right bastard leaving us here.
I believe him. He says he hears voices.
Why not?
Yep. Crap, you guys.
They're coming in there.
Whew. Drowners? Don't they usually appear at night? That's weird. Alright, the audio's sounding a lot better now.
Not the best spots for picnics.
Yep. Oh, got a cutscene.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little Zivik to her?
Alright, I got some updates to the blood curse. Geralt followed the trail. Oh. It's up here. After examining the tracks around Sabrina's execution site, the Witcher had many questions and precious few answers. Geralt decided that the soldiers keeping vigil at the circle could be a good source of information and began to question them. Geralt followed the trail like a hound from royal kennels and pursued the solution, when it turned out that the Inspired, a man fascinated with the sorceress who met such an ill fate, lives in the East Hills of the camp. The Witcher felt he'll surely learn something the king couldn't tell him there. Alright. This one still makes me sad. But you know what, I can't always have a happy ending to things, can I? Alright, let's go get a reward from Zivik.
Well, it was here yesterday.
Guy's still looking for whatever it is he lost. Hey,
What do you
Zivik.
want, Witcher?
Found the missing soldiers.
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
Yeah, that's good wine. Heard of the Visionary?
I heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
Were you at Sabrina's execution?
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhine when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. Something you can't forget, Witcher.
Can we roll some dice? Ah, let's roll some dice. I don't remember how to play this. I kind of remember how to play this. Ah, you lost a die, you dummy. 4, 5, 6. Do I roll this hoping for a 3? Nah, let's just re-roll these. Nice. I won. Later, loser. I mean, sir. Alright. We're gonna go talk to what's his face. So he's way out here.
Edna said this nail was the closest to her right hand.
You fool! You'd believe him if he told you it was Sabrina's shin bone. He ripped you off.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that empty head of yours.
Alright, jump down. Can I not go that way?
For Sabrina, who died under fire! Help us!
Get away from them, you dummies!
Thanks for your help, Witcher. We were in a tight spot there. The rot fiends are multiplying like
we took
rabbits.
care of the rot
We were
fiends.
on our way to see the visionary, bearing gifts and all. But I'll be damned if I'll take one more step that way. Wouldn't be on your way to see him, would you? If you are, give him this coin for us.
Oh.
Do what you will.
Yeah, we did encounter the Visionary in the previous game. Didn't realize he was called the Visionary, though, at the time. Okay. So this is the direction we're going. That's the wrong way. Damn harpies. Visionary.
I awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
They're alive, but they won't bring you any coin. Oh, they're alive. Here's your coin.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin. For candles?
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
Oh boy. I don't want to join his faith. Did you take a donation?
Do you mock me? What's the idea?
What?
This is piddling. Do you mock me? What's the
100 is
idea?
not enough?
This is... Do you mock me? What's the
200's
idea?
not enough.
This is piddling. Wonderful. That's about right.
300.
So tell me, what's in your mind?
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisig's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the king?
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate 1,000-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment, thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Do you know what happened to that spear?
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher, but I believe the spear went to another soldier. The bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the Camp Inn.
I know who you mean. Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again. Have you seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities. Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since. No creature born of darkness can get close to him.
Got a few more
Now,
questions.
back to some other matters.
No.
Tell me again.
What exactly do you want?
Alright,
So long.
so that's all the info I can get from him. I've got to acquire the spearhead from the relic vendor. You want to
Damn it.
fight? I'll throw down. Damn harpies. Getting a lot of loot off of these harpies that we're killing. How are we doing on weight? Okay, we're doing okay. Man, it is warm today. Oh no! Crash to desktop. Well, I crashed to desktop. Isn't that awesome? I hate that. Alright, we gotta talk to that relic vendor. Thought there was something fishy about that guy. There he is.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets, and talismans, hallowed and highly valuable.
I found footprints at Sabrina's execution site. Do you know anything about that?
Why would I? You found them, not me.
Yet your boots are black from ash.
Shh. All right. What do you want to know?
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho, but an old hag inside. You want to talk about her? See that freak who burns candles?
I already spoke to him.
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others.
They say you have Jahan's spear.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that, and I thought the old freak was trying to forget the sins of his past.
Give me the spear.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a few years back.
What happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin.
How much?
What are your customary takings on a contract? I'll gladly accept but one half of that.
Tell me about the spear.
Tell me about her.
After all, business is going
Wait,
well.
that's
You
his
see,
spear or Sabrina?
when Jahan lost his head for Sabrina, I bought the spear from the innkeeper. The donkey's ass pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Jahan had already hidden in the hills where no one dares to venture. Some call him the Visionary, but in my book he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Yahon makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Sorry to say I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today it'd fetch a good price. I lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edirn. Some frigging commander. Elves are weird creatures. Who knows, maybe he still has that spearhead.
Yorvith.
You know him.
I'll tell you for 100 orens.
Bah!
Did you see the execution?
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Sure I did. I was in the 5th Company. I remember the commotion when that idiot Yahon killed her with a spear. If only I had that spear now.
Did you know Yahon well?
You know Yahon well?
He despises me now, but things used to be different. We were called up at the same time. We fought under Hensel together. But I managed somehow while he hated it. Why did they send him to that ferocious battle? He was the worst dumbass in the entire army, but he outlived the best soldiers. Covered in shit, piss, snot and tears, and still he survived. He cracked when they burned Sabrina. A beautiful end to a fucking beautiful day. Then he went to the dogs. He pissed away all he had on drink. I was the fool who followed him and brought everything he pawned around the inns. That's how I got the spear.
Well, show me what you got.
Interesting there.
Ash from the stake where Sabrina burned. Nails that fastened the wheel of death. Splinters from the wheel. I've also got some metal parts and some of the martyr's garments. Whatever your heart desires.
Junk. Not much in the way of junk. All right. And I'm not going to steal. All right, I'm going to talk to Death Mold about the Wraith's Mist.
Look what the cat dragged in.
There he is.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello. Good morning. Pucker up and kiss my ass. Nothing.
Sassy guy.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe.
Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. Can you read these notes, showing Malgolet's notes?
Can you make anything out of these notes, sorcerer?
Where did you get them?
Unimportant.
And you've no notion what's in them?
Wouldn't be asking if I did.
They describe a very dangerous ritual. Practically pure necromancy. The sort that gets you burned at the stake.
Be specific. What kind of ritual?
One to summon the soul of an evil man. A man evil enough to wander the world after death. Souls of this kind gladly enter into covenants in the hope of being sent into the beyond.
Why would anyone want to deal with evil?
The possible reasons are many. You'll always find people willing to sell their souls in exchange for something valuable to them. I'll gladly buy the scroll.
I thought necromancy was forbidden.
Oh, it is, but I'm an avid collector of manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge.
Of course he is. Agreed.
The manuscript is yours for the right price.
I found the Plotter's Den.
The plotters. I know where they meet.
I knew I could count on you.
Is that enough for you then?
One can tell a real man not by how he begins, but by how he finishes.
What else do you want from me?
I shall give you 4 of my men who'll be near at hand and provide backup if something goes awry. They'll stay out of sight until summoned. Bring me one of the plotters alive. I have many questions. I must know who's behind all this.
I need to cross to the other side for the spear.
I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honourable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plough her.
You're sick, Deathmold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the spectres.
Thanks.
Learned anything new about the curse?
Learn anything new about the curse?
A mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
Syl? I could use some magic dust.
I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks.
Have you spoken to the king?
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you're here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
I know how to free the king of the curse.
I think I know how to free the king from his curse.
Well then, let's
we already
get to
discussed this.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander named Yorvith.
I know this, Yorvith. Are you certain this is the spear?
I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Yorvith is in Vergen, Witcher. Along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area, they've joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Yorvith part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all now?
Not yet.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say.
I'm looking for information on the Wild Hunt.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth.
Need to know more about the curse. Okay, we've covered all that. Hey, we leveled up. Look at that. Gotta get to the other side of the mist and obtain the spearhead. Alright. Well, it looks like that's the next thing we've got to do. Faith symbolized. We've got something for conspiracy theory. Geralt met with Deathmold and told him about the investigation's progress. The sorcerer gave him his best soldiers as backup and told him to dig deeper. Unfortunately, Deathmold was not willing to help the Witcher acquire the medallion. He thought Geralt would do best to demonstrate his prowess by lifting the curse placed personally on Henselt. He was probably right. The sorcerer understood that the grateful king would part with his amulet without grumbling. Death symbolized. And the opportunity arrived when Geralt was forced to go to Vergen in search of a spearhead, supposedly in Yorveth's possession. With Deathmold's help, the Witcher could pass through the mist and use the opportunity to look for the standard as well. Hatred symbolized. The course of events would finally carry the Witcher to the other side of the mist. Geralt was sent to Vergen to acquire Yahon's spearhead, supposedly in Yorveth's possession. The sorcerer Deathmold helped our hero cross the cursed battlefield, and Geralt hoped to acquire the hatred on the other side too. From bygone era. And he did well, for it turned out that these were necromantic formulae for making pacts with evil spirits, because even possessing such documents warranted death. Geralt gladly sold the finding to Deathmold in exchange for a tidy sum. Yeah. If we had turned that in before completing Little Sisters, I might not have bought their story there. Alright. The Blood Curse. Conspiracy there. Still gotta dig deeper. I just want to make sure if I go to do the Blood Curse here, that I don't miss out on anything. Take the score coin to the brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. Whistling Wendy. Where is the brothel? Okay, brothel's out there. So, let's go do that first. Oh, hello, Zoltan.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
Sure, I've got vodka.
Might have.
Wonderful. Life without old mates and booze is like a woman without a rump.
If you need a change of climate,
How is the
come
charmer
with me.
there, Zoltan?
I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but
no,
I
we're
remember
drunk.
the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Deathmold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
I mean, that's a fair point, but...
The magical potential of the talisman will cause a local interference in the astral projection, creating disharmony where the two dimensions of reality meet.
Yeah, I'm
The
right
mist
with
should
Zoltan.
part to let us pass.
You should have put it like that to begin with, instead of all that crap about astral bodies. I'll go with you.
Alright, well, we're not going there yet. We're going to talk to Whistling Wendy.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water they drink in the Kidwinnie camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
Sure thing, Zoltan.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
Well, well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
I wouldn't mind a romp with one of your girls. Talk to me.
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much.
Sounds all right.
Ask away, then. What would you like to talk?
Anything interesting going on in the camp?
Soldiers are scared shitless, what with this battle approaching. They'd rather drink themselves silly than let us honest whores make some coin. Is that interesting? I doubt it.
Not raring to fight, are they?
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Fighting's like ploughing. Lust for one, and you lust for the other. Well, well, how...
Okay, so I guess we need to...
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of
Very
those, you'll be glad
straightforward.
to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
Whistling Wendy.
I've heard good things about Whistling Wendy.
At your service, my prettiest girl, 'tis true. Fool soldiers gave her that stupid nickname. Tidy yourself, Wendy. Witcher on the way. Come on in.
Okay.
The Ripper is afoot!
Alright, we're just gonna talk, right? Because I really don't feel like having to censor things.
What do you desire, my hero?
This is stupid. I want your smile to part the gates of paradise. What do you think? Or just to talk?
Conversation.
Piss off! That's like visiting Town Hall to plough the mayor up the arse. Town Hall's where you want to talk. Here's where you want to
they call her Whistling Windy because they whistle when she talks.
What is it with you fighting men? No one comes to the brothel to plough anymore. Talk and be with my lisp. I mean, I'm shy at talking and great at other things, but have it your way.
Oh, she has a lisp, and they're making fun of her for having a lisp. Well, now I feel like a dick. Have you heard of Saskia? I'm looking for a Kingslayer.
I'm looking for a Kingslayer.
In a brothel?
You think Kingslayers don't have sex?
Not here, they don't.
Have you heard of the Virgin of Edirne, Saskia?
You're right, daft you are. Talking to a whore about virgins.
I am.
Here's what I think. A maturing woman's never been with a man. Well, not likely her head's on straight. That lust for power's straight from the cock on her mind.
Heard any rumors about the king?
Any rumors circulating about Henselt?
What can a simple whore know about the king?
Whores know everything about everyone.
Well, he fucked me a few times, but the conversation wasn't terribly exciting. He hollered a bit, I'm a great ruler, tell me so, you stupid whore. Or he had me hollering, fuck me harder, my hero. What's it to me? I hollered.
How's the mood among the soldiers?
My.
Shitting themselves before the battle. And they'd rather get blind drunk than let us honest strumpets make a decent living. They were eager at first, but the longer there's no action, the less lively the men are. Fighting and ploughing are a lot alike. Lust for one, lust for the other. What do you desire?
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
Ah. Okay. That's what I was hoping it would be.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone. Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Seltkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
I didn't know you had Seltkirk's armor. I guess that changes things.
If you think we're willing to let you go, or that you can escape through magic trickery of some sort.
Relax. I'm not going anywhere. Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die.
Guess we're fighting.
Search the bodies. Could
have just given me the armor. Got Seltkirk's armor.
Huh. Nothing useful here. They must have been pawns. Report back to Deathmold. In the meantime, I need to talk to a writer I know.
Can I wear it? Oh, but it's a quest item. Oh, it's not that great, actually. I mean... resistance to incineration is pretty good. Resistances are pretty good. But I mean, I get 55 plus 55 vitality from what I got, and it's 19, whereas that's 14, so... More junk. Worth selling at least. I see. Okay, so that was the locked door in the lighthouse, or the windmill, or whatever it is. I think it's a lighthouse.
Are there
Well.
trolls here?
Aye, there are.
We talked to Dandelion and Deathmold. Hello,
Look what the
Deathmold.
cat dragged in.
See you.
Talk to Dandelion and Deathmold. Ah! Dandelion's down there? What the heck, man? Alright. There's Dandelion. Have you seen Sheila?
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Hensel's
Sheila.
camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
What?
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
I've got a feeling I'll find Yen.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Is this your crap?
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwin.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Yeah, you're pretty
Nah.
dumb there,
Why
Dandelion.
did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
What?
We gotta talk to Deathmold? We were just there.
How did ye wind up here? Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, I found the conspirators and Trout.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Lost your chance to learn those, or any reward in the conspirator's
Any
head.
reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
I don't want coin.
I don't want any gold for this.
Why not?
You wouldn't understand.
Wait. I get nothing then? Oh, I would have asked for gold. Geralt didn't have a chance to chat with the conspirators. He had barely entered the basement where they were hiding when they laughed at him, swords in hand, believing him a spy of Henselt's. Geralt killed them all in self-defense, though not without satisfaction, as he was sore. When he did the deed, he sheathed his sword, looked about in search of trails connected to his investigation, and then went to give Deathmold a report of his actions. Oh, I almost forgot. In the plotter's hideout, Geralt found Seltkirk's chainmail in the hands of one Trout. This brought him one step closer to lifting the curse. At the plotter's headquarters, Geralt found a pamphlet denigrating King Henselt. I proudly admit to being its author. The Witcher, however, should be ashamed, for he did not appreciate this well-written lampoon and even dared reprimand me. The nerve! The Witcher bombarded me with questions, but I did not have the answers he expected. The truth was prosaic, as it tends to be. Henselt had asked me to write a... Panegyric? Some of these words, man. About His Royal Majesty, but... As a fully independent poet, loyal only to the arts, I could not accept this servile commission. Like Witchers, I have my code. Instead of writing a song praising the king, I cooked up a beautiful lampoon that would soon become famous among the soldiers. Geralt had found a copy of the work in question. Learning nothing of interest from me, Geralt, admittedly dejected, decided to report his progress to Deathmold. It turned out there was a reward on the conspirators' heads. However, Geralt didn't accept the money, faithful to the rule that Witchers do not accept contracts on humans. Ridiculed by Deathmold and still poor, he left with his pride intact. That's a Witcher's lot for you. Geralt's investigation had come to a standstill. He had chatted with Deathmold and with me, but the solution to the mystery remained well beyond his reach. The Witcher's discoveries had not moved things forward, a fact that soured his face. He decided to focus on other matters while waiting for the new leads to appear. Alright. We still have poker face things to do, don't we? We may not get to the other side of the curse this session, but we need to go play dice with Madame Carroll, who now awaits the Witcher beyond the stockade among the camp's followers' tents. She said she was as lucky at dice as she was in love. Madame Carroll, is she at the... Is Madame Carroll the head of the brothel? I'm assuming she is. Oh. There we go. Okay, yeah. She's the matron of the brothel.
I fought the Nilfgaardians.
Well, a wit now.
Let's roll some dice.
Want to roll a few rounds of dice poker?
Shall we play?
Not worried about bet amounts, I'm worried about just beating these people. Okay. Oh, no. That was a forfeit? I don't want to forfeit.
Want to roll?
Should we?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a straight. I lost? What did she get?
Don't worry. Well, now.
Want to roll?
Should we?
Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to skip. Oh no! She lost one too. I won! Yay!
You've cleaned me out.
Anyone else I can fleece around here?
Lesota, the quartermaster's helper. He plays dice.
Alright, now we gotta go play against Lesota. Hey, Soda. Let's play dice
I'd
poker.
like to play dice.
Wanna play right now?
Yes. Oof. Yeah, that wasn't good.
You didn't stand a chance. So?
I'd like...
Already got 2 pair right now. I still lost.
You didn't stand a chance.
Oof.
So?
Two pair yet again. Damn. Lost.
You didn't stand a chance. So?
I'd like...
Wanna...
Maybe I'll aim for 3 of a kind. Oh, I've already got 3 of a kind. Ha ha ha! Look at that. Oh, yeah, he resigned. I won.
You won. Do you want coin or something special?
Something special?
I'd prefer something besides gold. I see you've got quite a bit of armor.
If that's your wish, I can offer you a number of armor designs, specifically for studded, tempered, or supple leather armor.
Ah. The tempered armor design sounds
I'll
interesting.
take a design for tempered armor.
Didn't expect you'd want that, but here it is.
It's not the armor. It's the design for armor. Ooh! Ooh, these are way better than the boots I got. Zariel's armor. Let's see if I can enhance that. Yeah. Yeah, let's get Zariel's armor going here. Okay. I don't have anything else I can put on that. Temerian jack boots, huh? Okay. Can I sell some things to this guy? Let's trade. Heavy leather trousers now. I don't want to sell that. Let's sell the armor of Banard, sell the Temerian jack boots, and the worn hardened leathered boots. And we'll sell the swords that I'm not going to use. Heavy leather trousers. Yeah, those are the same. Mage's gloves. The ones I've got are better. Okay. Well, we completed the quest. So I think the only thing left is to cross through the mist. However, I think that one is going to have to wait until the next session. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be at the Kadwini camp for just a little bit longer. However, we are oh so close to getting to whatever the name of that town was. Vergen. So the next session we will make our way to, hopefully, to Vergen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. And have a wonderful evening. Take care.